Hey everyone, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. Now, this is the very last week of the Mini Kit Monday for April, and I'm trying to use up as much of the scrap paper that I have. I'm using some photos that I got when I went to the retreat in March. It was with the Secret Not Secret Kit Club and the Redefined Creative group. And I tell you what, I had so much fun, and I have to say that a lot of it has to do because of these two ladies here. Now, the papers that I'm using, I wanted to use that map paper because it was quite an adventure for me to get there. I live in Texas, and this retreat was in Ohio. So the map was appropriate because I was having to travel to get there. And I flew up there and stayed a few days with my daughter. And then my daughter took me to Ohio to go to the retreat. And she got to meet most of the ladies there, I think. But anyway, so the matte paper was definitely appropriate, and I am going to use almost all of it this up. I love that color green too, so that really worked out well. But the green paper wasn't big enough, so I needed to, stretch it out a bit. So I do a little, maneuvering. This is when you got just the leftovers of everything and you still have one more page you need to do, you can get pretty creative, of how to use up your papers. And so that is what I've done here. Um, and then, I'm using the sketch from the Page Maps, which is our inspiration. And I'm using the one is actually an 8.5 by 11, but I'm making it a 12 by 12. I thought about making an 8.5 by 11, but the photos, well, you see, I need all the space that I can get because it is definitely, I need it to be a 12 by 12. I do make one that is a 8.5 by 11, but I didn't film it. It will be in my recap for the layouts that I created for the month of April. So that video will be coming up probably towards the end of the month or maybe the 1st of May. All right, so I'm not too worried about the pattern not lining up on that orange paper. They're diamonds, and I am okay with it. On the sketch, that piece of paper went all the way from the top to the bottom, but I don't have enough for that. But I just kind of move it up and down and piece it together because I'm going to end up putting a cut apart card there. And so it's okay. And I knew that I was going to put something there. I decided, not really to worry about it. The round element that is up at the top, that is part of the sketch. I used a die cut that I had. It's a Sizzix die cut. I have like some nesting circles, and so that's where I got that. I'm also going to use some die cuts for my title. I'll show you that here in just a bit. All right, going through all my embellishments, I'm not too crazy about all these stickers, even though I put them on some computer paper. I'm still not very thrilled with them, so I'm probably not going to keep them. I'm going through everything. I don't want to miss anything because this is going to be it. So I pretty much made a commitment that, if I don't use it, it's probably going to end up, either going into the trash or getting, separated and put in other areas within my stash. And I'll use it another time. This is the one that I choose. It says best day ever, and the colors match beautifully. Now I just want to see what I can do to pull this all together. I love this. It says Saturday, and I am so glad that I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday little die cuts there because those were the days that we were there at the retreat. So I was able to incorporate all of those into this layout. It's not gonna go there, it's gonna go down here towards the bottom, but it needs something to kinda rest on. So I need to find something, to put underneath it, and that is not it. And even that is just too much. I felt it needed something else. And then what I'm gonna go with is, the dark green that I had used as the mat for my photos. I'm gonna cut a 1-inch strip of that, and that is going to be it. And green's my favorite color. There was some green left over, another strip. I do believe I am gonna keep that just because I use green so often. I think it looks so much better with it resting here. Now, I want to mention a couple of things. There is a lovely group of ladies that I do these Mini Kit Mondays with, and I have left links to their channels below. Please stop by them. There's a total of 7 of us. If you'll stop by their channel and leave them some love, that would be so appreciative. And we also have a Facebook page that we started this month, and it's always a good idea to check in there every now and again because we do have pop-up challenges, and you never know when it's gonna be, and they're not on for very long. So you wanna make sure that you check back for that. There are prizes with it, and just so you know that these prizes are, given by us. They're not sponsored by any means, but we want to say thank you to those that are part of the Facebook group and doing the challenges. We want to give you a little something. It's a little incentive. All right, everything is securing down here. Now, in my mind, I think, oh, yeah, that looks pretty straight. I'm realizing that, yeah, I need that T square ruler all the time. I shouldn't eyeball anything because things just do not come out square like I think that they do. And when I step back and look at them, like, oh my gosh, girl, you were really off there. But I'm okay with it. I know that I had done one of the weekends in the month of April, and it was, a real-time video. Yeah, that one was really off, and I'm okay with it, but I'm gonna start using that T-square a little bit more. Alright, so now I'm looking at the title, and those are the dies that I use. Those are from Lawn Fawn. I think they're called Owen, but you know what, to be honest with you, oh, here, they're right here. Let me tell you what they're called. They, oh, Kohl's ABCs. And, it looks like you could probably cut them apart, but I am not going to. I always keep them together. And these stickers keep on giving. I have used them all month long, and they were in the free pile at the retreat. And I'm going to spell out the person on the right. Her name is MK, and the person on the left is Janet. But I don't have any A's, and I don't have any N's. And so you remember my remedy from before is I take a V and turn it upside down, and sometimes you can't even tell that there's not a line through it, but I went ahead and drew a line through the A for in Janet's name. And then I put the date, March 2019 at the bottom. Oh goodness, actually I put 2018. I need to fix that. But I didn't have any twos, so I used the letter Z, and so that's what that is. So when you see the close-ups and you see 2018, just kinda wink your eye and you know, kinda change that to 2019 because it was just last month. All right, I have so many flare left over. I'm gonna use 3 of them, And this is it. There's some close-ups here at the end. I wanna say thanks for joining me today, and I will see you guys next time.